It got past the first section. I'm gonna hit the cameraman. That's what we're doing. We're going for the cameraman. Hopefully I can make it to, oh, there's a hill right before him. There's a little hill right before him. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Come on, come on. Get the cameraman. Get the cameraman. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is ScrapMan and bringing you another episode of Dream Car Racing 3D. I know it's been a while, but we are back with a hill climb challenge today. We are on the Hoot Hill climb map. And I went through the workshop and I searched for vehicles that looked like they might be capable of doing a hill climb. It was kind of hard to figure out how to really search for it, so some of them may not be hill climb worthy at all, but we're gonna put them to the test. So this is actually a pretty cool looking map, and it's pretty long, so I might have to do some cutting because there's a couple of major hill points and some easier points in between. But it looks like we get you can see the shadows a little bit. We get a small hill, bigger hill, little bit of a bigger hill. Then we have a little bit of bumpiness here, so suspension based vehicles will be really good for that. And then there's an absolutely huge hill at the end here. So the goal is to find the best vehicle, at least that I could find, to make it up here with self-repair off. That is one of the key things. That's going to be one of the qualifiers. Is it has to be able to do it with self-repair off. And maybe if I'm feeling up to it, if we have time, there seems to be a straight shot just going back down to the bottom. So if something makes it up to the top, we'll do a celebratory speed back down to the bottom and go full speed into the invisible wall and see what happens with self-repair off. All right, so first up we got this vehicle right here, which I thought looked a little bit like a hill climber, and I think I actually, when I searched for hill or like mountain climbing, I think this showed up because it had that in the description. This is called the all-wheel drive independent suspension buggy by Sniper Beast. It's got 209 frames and 56 panels, so we're just gonna jump right into it. I have no idea how this thing handles. It looks like it's got some pretty decent suspension here. All right, so here's the first hill. Nailed it. All right, so that probably wasn't really an actual first hill. I think this one right ahead of us is technically the first hill, and wow, this is getting a little bit bouncy. All right, so I fear that the speed of this thing might not be quite enough to make it up some of the bigger hills. We're gonna find out. I think this is really the first challenge here. Hopefully we can get enough speed. All right, we're doing okay so far. Actually, it did it. Okay, all right, we're doing okay. But there's a much bigger hill, and it's like a two-tiered hill. It's got a bump in the middle of the hill, which is kind of mean, but we're gonna go for it, and we're gonna see how this thing handles. I mean, the suspension feels really nice. If anything, I might. Whoa! Uh-oh! 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 I think we might be out of commission here. You know, I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna repair it and continue from where we just did that, because I do want to see if this thing is capable of getting up this hill. I feel like it doesn't have enough speed, though. We're gonna find out. Nope. All right, so this made it up to what? This second little. Yeah, the second hill. I guess we're gonna count this as the first hill, and that's the second hill. And this thing isn't really like a hill. It's more of like a slight slope. All right, so that is the first vehicle, and the hard thing about this is I like to ramp up my episodes to saving the best for last, but I haven't tried any of the vehicles out, so I'm kind of guessing based purely off of looks on what I think is going to be the best performing or not. So I don't really know. The second one might be the best one for all I know. It's hard to really tell. All right, so this one I'm gonna choose because I think this is more of a rock crawler than a hill climber, so it might do good on the bumpy terrain, but I don't know about the hill climbing. This is called Hybrid Suspension Crawler by Nick Road. So this thing looks really cool. This looks like a legit like buggy, like dune buggy type thing. And it's supposed to have some really unique suspension going on in here. So I'm curious to see how that's going to handle. So I think really the limiting factor is going to be, is it fast enough? Let's make sure that the repair is off. It is. Okay. So 416 frames, 70 panels. Let's get into it and see how this thing does. All right. Wow. Okay. Whoa. Whoa! Look at the cab! The cab is insane! Okay. Oh boy. I'm actually not too sure about this right now. I thought it was gonna be, it felt like it was gonna be fast. Oh, it's got 4-wheel steering as well. It felt like it was gonna be really fast, but it seems we've already reached our top speed, so I don't know how it's gonna handle the steeper slopes without that speed. But wow, that suspension is crazy. I wish there was like, I kinda do wanna see this thing on some rocky terrain. Alright, here's the first hill. This is the first hill, right? Yeah, it's the first hill. Alright, did no problem on that. I should probably have the differential lock on, shouldn't I? Alright, I'm gonna slow down a little bit here. Make sure we give it a little bit of a chance. Oh boy, alright, and a little bit more. Oh. Man, that suspension is insane. I don't think this is meant to be airborne. Alright, full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Oh, it's doing better than I thought it was. Oh, can we do it? It got past the first section. Alright, I am impressed. I did not expect that. I really didn't think it was gonna make it up that part, to be quite honest. At this, like, this is its max speed right here. I had no expectation that it was gonna make it up that steep of a hill. So I guess this thing must have a lot of power then. I don't know if the suspension has anything to do with that, but... Alright, so now we get a little bit of like a flat part, so I'm gonna cut up to when it starts to get more interesting. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final hill, and I am like 99% sure this thing cannot make it up this hill, but if it does, my mind will be absolutely blown, because look how fast we're going. You're pretty much going almost straight up here. Alright, come on. Nope, I didn't think so. I think this is a hill that you're not just gonna have to have... You're not just gonna have to have power, you're also gonna need speed for this, because you're pretty much fighting like gravity 90% there. Alright, so this vehicle, new record, is right before the end up there, so let's take a look at the next vehicle and see how we do. Alright, next one I'm gonna look at is Big Red by Roost. So this thing was also said to be a hill climber specifically, but I feel like, look at this thing is huge. I feel like it might not have the speed. It might be a little bit too heavy to get up that final hill, so we're gonna find out how this thing does. This thing is 480 frames and 162 panels. Alright, so here we go. I think, oh, this actually looks really nice. I like the engine cabin here. That looks really sweet. Alright, I think speed is going to... This thing is fast. Holy cow, this thing is fast. I think we might actually have a contender here. Now that I've seen the speed, I thought this was going to be heavy and slow, but wow, look at this thing go. Look at this thing go. Alright, here's the first hill. We're going totally airborne off the first hill. This thing is amazing. I did not check, though. I did not check repair mode. Hold on a sec. Gotta turn that off. Alright, I'm just gonna continue from where we left off. I just want to see if this does any better or worse with the repair, but oh boy. Oh boy. With the repair mode off. Okay, and here comes the second one. Uh-oh, you're losing your momentum now. Oh, come on. You got so many tires, you gotta be able to get that grip. Alright, we got this. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna go full speed off of this thing. This is gonna kick us way up in the air. This is gonna be fun. Oh, look at this air. That is epic. And we're bending a little bit, but this thing is handling the abuse pretty well. And I think, it's just front wheel steering too. That's kind of cool. I think this thing is gonna make it. Just based off of how fast this thing goes, I think this has the momentum to build up to that hill over there. Uh-oh, I'm losing control. Losing control. Oh boy. I gotta admit, this thing is way more fun than I thought it was going to be. I really did not expect this. Alright, here we go. We're building up to the big hill. I gotta try to maintain some speed here. Oh, it is bouncy though, right before the big hill. Here it comes. And... oh, that was like no problem. He just glided right up there. Alright, and we have one final jump here, just as like a celebratory... wow. I almost feel like this thing is cheating. Like, that is way too much speed. Oh, and there we go. We've crashed a little bit. That is way too much speed for a truck. I mean, I guess, like, this thing almost looks like a jet cabin, like, right here. So maybe it was supposed to be just all out ridiculous like that. But this thing seems like a good contender for a celebratory dive bomb down this straightaway right here. Let's see how fast we can get this thing to go and see what kind of damage it does into the wall. Now remember, I did turn repair off, and I was not careful with it either, so I'm really impressed at how sturdy this thing was. Holy cow, we're going fast. I just gotta stay straight. And this thing is the controllability too, now that I think about it. Like, I'm going super fast, and I can even do like these little adjustments for turning, and I'm not losing control at all, so I am very surprised and impressed with this build, so good job, man. Good job on building this thing. I just noticed, is it a camera guy? Did I miss that? There's a camera guy on the hill course. Okay, here we go. And I'm gonna slow time down just a little bit so we can see this in its glory. And face first. Oh, that was earlier than I thought. And I just went right through the windshield. That's why you wear a seatbelt. Actually, I probably was wearing a seatbelt. That would have done absolutely nothing. Alright, so I completed it faster than I thought I was going to, but let's see. I do want to show off some of the other contenders that I had and see if they are able to do it as well. Alright, so here we have Mountain Climber by Lightspeed Luna Moon. Interesting name. So I picked this one because it has like the term mountain climber in the name, so I figured maybe, just maybe, it'll do what it says it does. And it seems very, well actually the design's not that bad actually. From this angle it looks a little bit weird, but now that I look at it from the side I can see it has like a buggy kind of shape to it. So this thing is 257 frames, 35 panels, let's get to it. Alright, here we go. It does seem to have quite a few engines on it, so I think, whoa, that felt weird. And the game agrees. Cart is unstable. Try to change free ride. Why did it do that after I already started? Like, it already let me use the car. What is going on with this? It feels like gravity is stronger with this car. Like it... Oh, wait a minute. Are there thrusters on this? I don't hear thrusters. I think thrusters would be audible. I don't think you could turn the sound off for the thrusters. No, I think there's thrusters. Yeah, there has to be thrusters. Thrusters is cheating. Thrusters is totally cheating. Is there thrust? No. Hold on a second. Something is weirdly... This is really weird. Oh. It's the spoilers. I'm pretty sure that he has downward force because of the panels. That's probably what the panels are actually for. That confused me. I forgot about the spoiler effect of the downward force. That's probably what this thing is using. So that makes sense. That could probably definitely help it. But it has some really good suspension now that I'm looking at it. And the spoilers. Oh boy. Oh, yep, there's definitely spoilers on this thing. And I think I forgot to turn the repair off. Yep, self-repair is off. So you know what? Alright, we're restarting this. I don't know if this thing can handle the track with the self-repair off. Oh, hey, it's doing pretty well. It's doing pretty well. It's taking some abuse, and let's see how it's... I'm seeing some damage in the front suspension there, and the back suspension is doing okay, but the front seems a little bit more iffy. I see some yellow going on. I should probably be up. There it goes. There it goes. Yep. So that's the downfall of the downward force. If we're going to if I'm gonna have it be not in repair mode, is that it puts a lot more stress on your suspension and your wheels in general. So yep, that's where this thing's gonna lose it. I don't know how I feel about the use of downward force. I mean, I guess it's legal, but at the same time, a hill climber shouldn't be going that fast where it should make a difference. So I'm kind of like mixed on whether I should allow it. But This one, I'm gonna say we got up to right before the second major hill. All right, let's take a look at another one. All right, next up we're gonna look at Mountain Jeep ScrapMan. So this one was actually made for me, and it was called Mountain Jeep for mountain climbing. So we're gonna see what this thing is all about. I don't know if it has thrusters on it. It's got 121 frames, 28 panels. Let's do a quick check of other things. Nope, I see no thrusters. And I don't even know if any of the panels, it seems like none of the panels have any lift or drag coefficient. So let's go ahead and spawn this thing in. All right, let's go. Let's see how well you do then. Whoa, this thing is bouncy. Holy cow, this thing is really bouncy. So I'm gonna have to be a little bit gentle with it, but we'll see how it does on the, it's definitely got the speed. It's definitely got the speed for it. I just gotta maintain the control is the thing. Whoa, there we go. Uh-oh. 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 I'm gonna give it one more chance on the second hill. We're gonna see how it does, but that's gonna lose some points. Because the suspension could not hold its stability. Whoa. Up. It's a little bit bouncy. But just out of curiosity, can it get up this hill? Alright, here we go. Oh, nope. we lost our rear wheels. That's not how they're supposed to go. Nope, that is definitely not how they're supposed to go. Alright, so I'm gonna say this one also made it around here. But yeah, it's just that the stability isn't there with the suspension. It seems to be, it needs a little bit more stabilizing. Alright, up next we have two more left. Up next is Trophy Truck version 2 by C85R. Now this thing didn't say, whoa, there's a lot of interesting points on here. This thing didn't say anything about hill climbing. It just seemed like it's a trophy truck, and trophy trucks seem to be a good type of vehicle for this. But it looks really cool. I'm looking forward to using it. Let's see, 615 frames, that's the most so far. 269 panels. And let's see, anything else suspicious going on here? Nope, everything looks good, so let's go ahead and give it a try. Wow, that's a lot of support beams. Already spawning this thing in. I like the way it feels. It is very soft. Oh, let's turn on the lights for sure. All right, let's see how this thing does. Oh, actually the lights are a little bit too bright. Too many lights. Uh-oh. It likes to spin out, it looks like. Yeah, it is definitely rear wheel drive. It really wants to spin out. So I do really like the suspension. The controllability is a little bit more difficult than some of the other ones. But wow, look at how soft those landings are. Uh-oh. That wasn't the softest landing, but that's because I didn't land on my wheels. But yeah, you can definitely see it's like floating on a cloud almost. All right, here we go. First major hill. All right, dealt with the first part okay, but that little lip there. Oh no. Oh no. Wait. Can you recover? Nope. Looks like the second hill is a little bit too much for this thing. But like I said, this thing was not designed for hill climbing, I don't think. I think it was just kind of like a dune racer trophy truck type thing. So let's, I'm just gonna take it off of this thing really quick. And then we're gonna look at the last and final one, which is actually the vehicle that inspired this entire episode. I haven't even used it yet. So this next vehicle got emailed to me and he requested that I do this course. So this is Trophy Truck ScrapMan Colors by Peepo11223, who is somebody that we have used this person's creations many times before. So here we go. This is the trophy truck with my colors in it, and he said I should try to do it on this map, so I'm assuming it can get all the way up to the end. But we're gonna find out. Now, I don't know if he knew that I was going to put self-repair off, but we're gonna find out. Oh, he has self-repair on. We're gonna turn that off and see what happens. So this might not be what he expected me to do with this. But so far, feels really soft. It seems to have some acceleration. Let's see what the top speed's gonna be like. Seems like it's gonna be okay. Nice suspension. Yeah, that's really soft. It feels very similar to the last one. It doesn't seem like it spins out as much either, so that's a good sign. All right, here we go. First little hill here. No problem at all. Oh, I love it when the suspension just kind of floats like that. Uh-oh, here. Wow, it's handling it really well. And yeah, this is this is repair. Uh-oh. If you can make this, if you make it up this hill without that, nope, it's not gonna happen. Nope. All right, I'm gonna give it another chance because that could have been user error. I might have went a little bit too rough there. All right, I didn't give myself a big of a, uh-oh. It's happening again. Can it not handle this lip here? Oh, no. No. Well, it looks like the wait, actually, is that even something? I don't even know if that's a self-repair issue. Let's check. I just want to see if self-repair is on, will that still happen? Because I feel like nothing's technically breaking. Oh, I guess. Huh. Oh, nope. See, there it goes. There it goes. So it isn't a self-repair issue. All right, so I've turned self-repair back off because apparently it definitely isn't that. But just out of curiosity, let's see if 0 acceleration pretty much. There we go. Maybe I was just using this thing wrong. Maybe I gotta not go for speed. Is it gonna be able to make it? All right, I was impressed with that. I'm gonna keep going because I was kind of impressed with that. And it's totally gonna happen again if I go full speed here. Yep, there it goes. All right, so that's the major flaw with this one right now is for some reason the rear suspension does not stay in its position when it reaches a lot of downward force. Since this is the final vehicle of the episode, I always like to usually end the episode off on something fun and crash worthy. So oh, there it goes again. So I'm actually going to get up to the top and then we're going to drive this thing all the way down that hill, see if we can maintain its suspension to give it another good crash. But just out of curiosity, before we do that, let's just see, can we get it to go up this hill? There goes the suspension again. Let's see if we do it slowly. Can we do this slowly? Is this the final hill? Yep, it is. Nope, can't do it without the acceleration either. So let's just spawn right here. See how fast we can get this thing to go. Hopefully there's like some little bumps in here and there. Hopefully they don't screw up the suspension. I just noticed that the back wheels, the wheels in the trunk area turn. That's kind of weird. All right, we're getting some decent speed. Not quite as fast as like the 16-wheeler thing, but some decent speed either way. I wish there was like, is there like a jump we can, I'm gonna hit the cameraman. That's what we're doing. We're going for the cameraman. Hopefully I can make it oh, there's a hill right before him. There's a little hill right before him. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Come on, get the cameraman, get the cameraman. No, we just went like right through his head. Did we actually go through his head there? Oh, that was so cool. I missed it though. Oh, I gotta try to do that again so we can, I missed my slow motion button. All right, we're gonna try that one more time. All right, I'm ready this time. I'm ready to do slow motion. I don't know if we missed him or if we go through him, but if we could hit him and actually like, he's probably if we can hit him, he's probably a static object that we would crush against. Otherwise, I think we just go right through him, but we're gonna find out if my aim is as good this time as it was last time. Maybe I can get a better trajectory so I don't get as much air. All right, here we go. All right, turning in towards him. We're getting it. All right, I'm gonna slow down. Oh, no. Oh, watch out, man. Your camera's facing the wrong way. Oh, look at how close that was. Look at how close that was. Ah, and full speed. All right, well, this thing is pretty sturdy because I do have repair mode off and it is just not crushing at all. Ooh, I didn't notice that before. There's a little berm there. All right, but I do have to find out, are you a solid person? What are you? What are you, Mr. Cameraman? Nope, you are not a solid person. But who made you? Where did you come from? What are you all about? What is this? What's the mystery of this cameraman here? You're all here by yourself. There's no one else around. And you're at the bottom of the hill. But the least, well, I guess the start is important, but isn't the finish like more important? Is there a cameraman at the finish? There's not even a cameraman at the finish. All right, well, I think it's time to end the episode here. Let me know which vehicle you think was the best qualified. The big, like, 16-wheel thing, I don't know how many wheels it had, it maybe even more than 16. That, to me, was clearly the best at accomplishing the goal. Whether or not it was the best mountain climber, like, I don't know if it really... I feel like it was cheating a little bit, although I can't really give a good reason why. I just feel like the speed was unfair. But it did it, so... Good on you. I think Roost was the one that made Big Red. So good on you. Let me know down in the comments which one you liked the best. And thanks for the people who made the vehicles specifically for me. It always makes me feel really good to see that people are watching my channel and care enough to actually make submissions and put some work into it in order just to get the chance to be featured, because sometimes I don't always see them, and sometimes I might not be doing an episode about them. I do try to look for them when I get the chance, and sometimes I do see them, and it always does make me happy. So thank you in any game, Scrap Mechanic, Dream Car Racing, whatever. Thank you for the time that you put into those. All right, well, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss some future episodes. This has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Welcome to the end screen. Well, you'll probably click away before I get to tell you to subscribe for more fun. And if you really like me, but like not in a creepy way, support me on Patreon. Oh yeah, check out this awesome video I made over here. It's probably even better than this one. Or it might be worse, actually. But if you don't click it, I guess you'll never know.